Okay. Now we're live. Streaming settings definitely were not right. You know it's my second time streaming if we're getting disconnected right off the jump because nothing was set up right. But like I said on the first stream, it's amazing how much stuff there is to set up to stream. So thank your favorite streamer for all the work they put into preparing and making it a fun experience for you, because it's a lot of work on the back end. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for jumping in and watching me build a keyboard today. So on the first stream, we built a Bauer Lite. We built the Rogue colorway in a Georgia Bulldogs theme for my brother for his birthday. Not for his birthday, for Christmas. He loved it. He started typing on it just the other day because he got back to work and he was like, dude, this thing sounds amazing. So I love to hear that he loves it. And now I want my own Bauer Lite to type on. So what I'm going to be building today is a Bauer Lite in the Grim colorway, which is like their smoky dark black type colorway. It's a translucent keyboard. So that's one of my favorite parts about it, is you can see like the insides of it. And then the switches we're going to be putting on it are the mode Obscura linear switches, which is what I put on my brother's keyboard, and it just sounded so good. So I figure, why not just do the same thing? The only thing we are going to be changing up just a little bit with this build is the way that the stabilizers are lubed. So normally I will dip the wires in the stabilizing lubing process in like dielectric grease, which is supposed to help with the rattle. But last week I bought this lube from the Key Company that's already in this nice little syringe, and it's made for the stabilizers. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of like using that dielectric grease and like dipping the wires into there and then like assembling the keyboard, I'm gonna assemble. I'm going to lube the inside of the plastic parts of the stabilizers, but not the wire. I'm gonna save this little syringe here, and I'm gonna do that after the fact once they're attached to the keyboard. So, because I want to see how that sounds. I've never tried that before. I've always been super anal about over lubing or just making sure that the stabilizers are perfect before attaching them to the keyboard. But I'm interested to see how this method works out. So let's go ahead and get started by lubing these stabilizers, and then we'll get everything else out that we need. But we do need some stabilizers first to be lubed. Let's do this thing. I'm going to check real fast just to make sure the music's not too loud. And if it is, just let me know. I'll turn it down. All right. So let me move this out of the way. By the way, this is the mode Envoy. This is my favorite keyboard of the moment right now that I've been using. It's got GMK DMG on it, which is like Game Boy themed. Pretty sure this Game Boy themed. And then I just love the back of this thing, that kind of colorful plate. And then it's even got the colorful plate here on the top edge. But this thing has no business sounding as good as it sounds for like the price range that it sits at. So this will probably be one of the boards that I build for my friend who's interested in having his own custom. Will be an Envoy because he wants to light up one with RGB. All right, so let's lube these things. Let's open the stabs up. So if I remember right, we only need 3 of these. Or no, we need 2 sets of the smaller stabs and then a 7U wire for the space bar. Right, 2 of these things. not throw these away just yet. And then the stabs that I got from the Key Company are these equals stabs, which come with they come with these stabilizer films, which I never use. I just always trash these things. So I'm not, I mean, I would imagine they don't make it sound that much different. That away. Right. Let's get to lubing. Just touch this. Gonna see how much of this I can get done before the kids get home from school. So it'll be a little bit of a race to build this as quickly as I can. But it shouldn't take me too long because I've already built it once and I built it in the last couple weeks. So hopefully I will remember some of the steps. By the way, I upgraded the camera setup here on the desk. You think it looks awesome? I hope it looks good on your end. I mean, it looks super sharp and clean on my end. What I'm doing is I'm just routing the camera straight into a capture card on the PC. So before I had it plugged in via like USB-C, just straight into the computer, and the resolution was not very clear on that first build. And I just feel like you need to be able to see what's going on down here. This is where all the magic is happening. So if this isn't clear, I really I'm happy with this difference. All right, let's focus. We need two of these. Two more of those. And I love that these are just black, because it'll match the build perfectly. All right, and then we've got just these little washers for when we screw these into the board. Right. So what I'm lubing these with is some Krytox 205G0, which is, from all the research I've done, the best lube to use on the inside plastic parts of these little stabilizer parts. You can get this from Novel Keys. Novel Keys is awesome. Got everything you could ever think to need as far as like the keyboard hobby goes. And they've got a bunch of cool sets on there that they've been restocking along. I was really worried, like during COVID, it was so hard to get everything. I mean, I knew that was going to change, but you just didn't know if like some of these really cool sets were ever going to come back in stock. And so they have, thanks to vendors like Novel Keys. What I'm doing is I'm just like putting a thin layer just on the inside. This part, thin layer lube. And I'm going to do the same to the part that goes inside this, so that when these pieces rub together, it's smooth. Sounds like butter. I'm just getting like the sides. And then the back. These pieces. All right. So hard to hold on to these things. All right, let's get this right. Let's put them in the right way. So I need to see the 2 slots there on the back. Awesome. 1 down. I've always got to promise some Jacksonville Jaguar talk on these streams, at least until it's the off season. But Sunday, playing the Titans. Don't like the Titans, and they're standing in our way for the playoffs. If we lose, we're probably not getting in. So that will be my focus this weekend, watching that. And hopefully not ending the season that way with a loss. But we got Trevor back. We got our boy Christian Kirk back. We should be okay. All right. Oh, and I got this new mat. Because I had a charcoal version of this mat, and it was like half the size. So I was like trying to keep all this stuff on my desk in this one little, I have a huge desk. I was trying to keep it on this tiny little mat. So I'm really stoked about this gray color too. So if you're curious, like the amount of lube I'm using on these things, it's very minimal. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Hang on, camera. Can you get it? Come on. Focus. There we go. You just like, it's like a little dab. A little dab of lube. And I'm just applying it right to the insides. And that one dab is just going a long way. Right. Oh wait, yeah. A bit. All right. Didn't feel like it. No, definitely not. There we go. This is like, as we talked about in the last stream, this is my least favorite part. I will not lube switches anymore. Like I used to, I'll pop out the switches in just a second, but I used to actually open up the switches and lube the inside of these switches, like the springs, and I like did one set and I was like, I am never ever doing this again. I found somebody, some nice fellow to pay to do these switches. But like the nice part about a lot of the switches nowadays is like they're already pre-lubed from the factory. I know not like perfectly to like the standards of a lot of people in the community, but it's fine. At least in my opinion, because these things are a pain in the butt enough to lube. almost there. That way. I am so stoked to have this keyboard built. Like, the big reason mainly is because of Dracula. I wanted Dracula so badly when I first got into this hobby. Just really like, I love colorful sets, you know, with like neon and not translucent colors, but just like there's just something about like Dracula. So like it's definitely going to become the daily driver without a doubt. Got it sitting right here next to me. I can't wait to show y'all and put it on the board. Been looking at it over on my shelf for months and months and months and months because I really wanted to wait for this Bauer Lite, which I think is the perfect combination. Okay. Done. So, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I've always dunked the ends of these things in dielectric grease and then put them into the stabilizer. But this time, I bought this little syringe from the key company that has lube inside of it, and that's what I'm going to use to fill in and hopefully keep some of the rattle down from these wires. This right here, after we've actually assembled the board. I just want to see how that sounds for science. So we're done with these. Let's get the board out. Get this lube out of here. Here, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go wash my hands. Okay. Here's the Bauer Lite box. I've already like taken off some of the packaging, so this is not how it ships. This is not how I received it. It's really, the packaging is always well done from Omnitite. Like, but this is like what comes inside, like the really nice, pretty packaging, which is still beautiful. Look at that. And like the box mimics the how the keyboard looks, which is cool. Sure they did that on purpose. Come on. See? It's gonna be perfect with Dracula on it. Translucent bottom. Looks really cool once it's fully put together. It's the top housing. We'll lift this up. There's some extra stuff in here that we need to build it. This is the plate, polycarbonate plate. Got foam, which I used in a previous build for my brother, and it sounded amazing. So definitely going to use that foam. Got instruction manual. These are the standoffs and a bunch of screws. These are the bumpers. These are bumpers. These are like the taco bumpers, I think. All right. And then here's the PCB. Let's just open the PCB and Look at its beauty. Technology can be pretty. Look at that. So cool. No RGB, which like I'm totally okay with. This, I don't think OmniType or Dixie Mech, that's what the name of OmniType was before they changed it. I don't think they made a board with RGB. Could be wrong. All right, put that up. Oh, let's definitely put the PCB back in the bag. Protect it. I'm not gonna test it. I'm just gonna go into it and hope for the best. Because the last time I tried to test it, I could not figure it out. Not talking to you, Alexa. Or do we need that out? Hang on. I'm already forgetting what to do. Yeah, we need to leave this out because we're going to attach the stabilizers. Let's do this thing. These out of here for a second. I'm just gonna keep this within view. This always helps to see like how the stabilizers are oriented on the board. So like where that wire sits is really important, whether it sits on the top side of the keyboard or the bottom side. Because you can see that space bar, that wire sits on the top part. So I've reversed that one time. I've put them on wrong, and then you go to type and it just like doesn't do anything. Stuck. It's a bad feeling. What's wrong? Yeah, so that needs to be. Oh wait, I gotta put the wire on first. See, because I'm changing out my processes, mess me up. I'm gonna lube these after the fact. Get in there. It feels weird not lubing these first before attaching them. Don't like this. All right. Okay, now we're gonna screw this. There are screws here. Grab this down here. Amy's like, all the music you listen to and love sounds like club music. I'm like, yeah. I hate clubs, but I like the music. It's just something about the beat. By the way, Amy is my wife. You'll hear me talk about her from time to time. She's awesome. Very supportive of all my hobbies. Need a screwdriver. Let me grab that. Got this little handy dandy screwdriver kit. Bought off Amazon. I cannot tell you how many times I've used this thing. So if you're looking for something similar, it's got just, come on. It's got just a bunch of the different screw heads that you would need. I probably only used like a couple of them, but it's just so nice to have like all of them there just in case. Ah! Forget, do we screw this thing? Yeah, we screwed in from the bottom. Hair's getting on this thing. Don't want hairs in there yet. I'm gonna get this. Do I need the red things? Yes. Okay. Please stay, please stay, please stay. Stay, 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 stay. Yes. Come on. These little pieces. It's like, how do you know you're getting old? You don't like dealing with like tiny little pieces. I can barely like grab onto them. What am I doing? I shouldn't be putting that there. Come on. All right. No. Gonna get this. I just can't keep it on the screwdriver. Please just stay on there. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Yes. Yes. One down. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, well, we'll wait to get them all in here, and then we'll use this to lube the wire. Okay, so let's get this one in here. Snap it in. All right. This wire needs to be on the top side, the space bar. All right. Oh, that's so much easier. No. No. These things are terrible to work with. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, one more to go. This pad is giving off just a lot of little hairs. It's driving me insane. Like, I love this test pad. I just don't like the new face. All right. This is the inner key. Okay. Sweet. One more to go. And then we'll lube the wires. And then start building this thing. Start assembling it. Putting the switches on. I need to get those out. Oh. Dude. You know, one thing about this screwdriver that could be helpful is it could like have a little bit more magnetic stuff going on the end. But can't have everything. All right. Good to go there. Now we'll lube the back of those and then install the standoffs. Let's use this. See how this goes. So what I'm gonna do is right on the back side of these things. Oh, that's a terrible angle. Right on the back side of these things is like a little opening where the wire is, and that's where I'm gonna put that lube into. Make sure it comes out first. Oh, okay. Yep. can see it going in there, and then I'm just gonna give it a little shimmy, and then give it just a little bit more. So this should eliminate the rattle on these modifier keys. If this works better, I'm going to use this method from now on. It's much easier. Especially the fact that the key company makes this little syringe they just sell. Cool. Okay. Let's install the standoffs. All right. So we're going to use these screws. That's where the standoffs go. Which one of these is the right one? This one right here. Perfect. Ah! No. There's definitely a better way to do this. Ugh. Yes. All right. 3 more standoffs from what I can see. Duh. All right, one more. Ah! Sometimes, like, the screws just go flying. All right. Last standoff. Sweet. Now we gotta lay the plate foam down. This will be helpful to make sure that we did put all those standoffs in. Make sure everything fits where it needs to on this plate. And this foam. Sweet. Okay. Ah. There's 8. All right, now we're gonna screw this plate in. Screws were much easier to deal with. Okay. Now it's switch time. Let me go grab those. Got the switches. Mode, Obscura linears. Let's brightness down a little bit. Does that help? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna slot these things in without trying to destroy too many of them. Am I pinching the pins? Making sure that plate is like pulled out when I'm putting those in there. Ooh, that's pretty bent. This one's going reverse up here. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll squeeze that. on the first stream, when I built this for my brother, we did a typing test to see how it sounded, and I realized watching back on the stream that you couldn't hear a thing because of the way the compression was on the microphone. So hopefully, I think I have that fixed this time around, so we can finally get a typing test and hear once and for all how sexy this thing sounds. Or you can hear it. I know how it sounds. I'm building my own. Ah, that's good. Let me come on. There we go. That's wonky. So close. Ah, no, it's fine. Done. Couple switches to spare. Put these over here. Okay. Now we're gonna put the donut bumpers on the top housing. So we'll put this off to the side for just a second. Donut bumpers are right here. Get out of there. I think this is what I did last time. Here we go. One down. Misplaced. Two down. on the other side. I have more problems with these tiny parts than I did on the first time building this. Yes. Come on. Get in there. Oh. Yes. 3 more to go. Well, that actually works well. What's up, boys? Happy Friday. What's up, buddy? Daddy's streaming a keyboard build. Thank you. What does this say? What's up, Huddy?
Are you making a video?
I'm streaming. Making a keyboard, Huddy. Oh, right after I finish building this. Yeah. That's lube for the keyboard. Makes it sound better. Space Guy? That's the company that sells it. It's called the Key Company. Cool. Yeah. I'll help you after I'm done building this, bud. Thanks for my note. Because it's just a glass that I can move. Love you, bud. Love you. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah, it's okay, dude. I know, I've been building it for a while, since before you got here. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. This is painful. There we go. Gotta install the isolation mounts on the bottom housing. Come on, camera. Why are you blowing out like that? Nothing, bud. I wonder if it's the reflection. All right, feet. Nice. Thank you, dude. I'll take the candy. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. He said streamers don't get off the computer. He brought me candy. All right, that's good enough. All plate assembly. Let's do it. Looking just as good as the Rogue One. Rogue One. Alright, this will go here. Need to check which way it goes. It's facing down. Okay. Boom. Oh wait, flip it more this. Flip it the other way. Clean up the workspace. Is that going there right? No. Huh. Not sure if these are going in there. There we go. Struggling with these screws, man. My brother's keyboard was so simple to build. This one, the little details I'm just like struggling with. There we go. One more screw, then we get to put the keycaps on. Cannot wait. What I'm gonna do is we need to test it first before we put the keycaps on. And then I'm gonna pull up OmniType's website and just see how they have some of their screenshots for Dracula so that I can get an idea of how I wanna use the set. Because I have some of the mods for it too. Alright. Purdy. Plug this in. Yeah. Test this out. Okay. Delete key needs to be fixed. That row's good. Oh no, enter. Oh. Okay, so it's enter and delete. That's what we gotta fix. Alright. Cool. I squished these things, didn't I? Yep, that one's squished. That one's not squished, but it's a little weird. Right. Get in there. It's not working. I wonder if that key's not programmed. I'm just not getting it down in there enough. Okay, inner key is working now. Please work. Please work. Yes. Got them all, except for the up key. Up arrow. Working. I'm building the keyboard, buddy. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to build it. I'm gonna eat it later. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Huh? Yeah, when I get tired. Alright. Let's go with just the normal gray spacebar. don't think that's in here. Ooh. Yes, I like that green key in the corner there. Let's unplug it so I'm not closing stuff out. I like the center key. Cool. And that sounds good. Like for that kind of post lube that I did on that wire. Sounds great. Can't wait for you to hear that. All right. And let's do the up arrow key. It's going to be so colorful. Nope, that's wrong. Anything else out of here? Let me use this for the delete key. That looks kind of cool. There's a space bar. Feel the space bar sounds. Like butter. Like a big stick of butter. Function. See, there's a code key that I really want to use there. I like that green though on the function. But I'm gonna have an FN key here. Do a stepped cap. Can I? No, I can't. It's in the wrong spot. There. The P goes parallel to that. I was typing on my keyboard the other day. This one right here. Envoy. And I realized I had cleaned the keys and I was like, I was in a rush to put them all back on the keyboard, and I type mainly just muscle memory for muscle memory, so I don't really even like look at the keyboard, but every now and then I kept looking down and I'm like, wait, that key is not supposed to be there. And that's not what I just typed. I had like put the keys on like completely wrong. I feel like this is really easy to do. Wait, that's same B. That's wrong. One of these is gonna fit there. No, it's not that long. I think that's it. Oh no. What's going on? It seems okay. Two lubed. Oh no. What's going on? I must have overlubed it. It's stuck. Oh no, it's gonna, no. Is it too close to the edge there? No. Damn it. I really don't want to fix that right now. Man, that's a bummer. Stuck down. Don't want to give up, but I'm really not in the mood. Fix this right now. What the heck happened? Dang it. Yeah, I definitely overlubed it. It's just not even bouncing back up at all. I don't even know what's going on with this thing. I'm gonna have to redo that stab, and I think I'm gonna do it another day. I don't want to do it right now. So I appreciate everybody hanging out today and watching the stream and doing the build with me, but we are not gonna finish this. So it'll be part 2 next week at some point. Definitely hit the follow button and it'll let you know when I go live next. I appreciate you hanging out again, and I hope you have a great weekend. It's such a bummer not finishing this.